So, going live in three, two, one. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good day, bonjour, como estás? Inakwana, ekason.
Good morning, good
Uh-huh.
evening, good day.
Ndewo. Okay. So, anyways, hi everybody. Pretty excited to be starting this series. Sani Yusuf here, and today we have an exciting, really exciting vlog that we're bringing to you. We've done the promos over the past few days or weeks, depending on how you've been following, and we have something really exciting. So welcome to everyone. We are streaming on 5 different places. We're streaming on Facebook, we're streaming on Periscope, we're streaming on YouTube, and we have other like Facebook pages and stuff. So there's 5 different destinations right now that we're coming to you live. This is live. This is not a drill. This is not a joke. Pretty excited, as you can see. I'm very excited to be bringing you this particular episode. And just before we actually get started, I'm going to be bringing in the co-host that we're going to be running this program together with. I have Tolu and Uche, and I'm going to bring in Tolu and Uche now. Tolu and Uche, hello.
Hi, everyone.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes. Yeah. So Tolu and Uche and myself are going to be going through this particular vlogcast series with you, and you can engage with us via the chat. We can see it. We can also respond, and we hope that you guys can all follow us. We already see that we have 17 people. This is our first ever live stream, and we have 17 amazing people already. I can see we have on Periscope. We're like 1 minute in, and we already have 17 people, and that's amazing. We have people watching on YouTube, people watching on Facebook, people watching on Periscope, on Twitter. So this is really exciting. So before we even begin and we kind of introduce ourselves, let's do some housekeeping here. First of all, let's do some housekeeping. So we're going to be taking you on a journey where we're going to be solving a lot of problems, and this is the episode 1 of many, and this is a show that we're going to be bringing to you live. It's going to be a lot of episodes, so hopefully we become a household name. So get used to our faces. Get the cap, make sure you have one of these. But anyways, we have a very wonderful topic today about the Nigerian High Commission, which I'll get into more details shortly. But the whole idea is we're going to show you some problems that we have with that particular Nigerian High Commission. And this is just the idea behind this particular vlogcast series. Every day you go on Twitter, especially with Nigerians, everybody's arguing. Everyone is fighting. It's just angry. I hate this. I don't like this. But no one is really talking about the solutions. How can we make it better? Right? How can we make it better? And that's how we kind of got this idea. We said, you know what? We want to envision the solutions we want to see. And then we got this idea, and now we're going to walk you through a specific problem, and then we show you the solutions. But without further ado, it will be nice if you actually got to know us, the co-host and all of us together. So I'm going to bring in Tolu and Uche now to kind of like introduce themselves so that you can get to know them better, what they do, how many millions they have stashed in the bank, and stuff like that. So yeah, we have some rich people out here, don't let them deceive you. So I'll start with Uche. Uche, why don't you go ahead? Go on ahead, Uche.
Hey, I'm Uche, and I'm part of BTNG, one of the co-founders of BTNG, and I work with a digital marketing / advertising agency in London. Full stop, that's it. Thank you.
All right, before you leave, Uche, it's a crazy one. Uche, do you remember how we actually met? I think we met at the BTNG event, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
At the party.
Yes.
In February, I think 3 years ago or 4 years ago, I can't remember.
Yeah, probably going on 4 or 5 years ago. That's amazing because that was a time when it's crazy because it can be difficult as a Nigerian to find other Nigerians in London to connect with. And then I found out about the BTNG. I don't even remember how I found out the BTNG. I think it was a friend of mine that must have told me, and he didn't even show up at the event. Then I might have gone by myself, and then I met you lot, and then we've actually gone ahead and become like offline friends. You know, we've gone to events together. We've met at other events. You know, the what's it called, the TEDx, and all of these things, and you know, and so it's really really amazing how communities like building things on Nigeria, BTNG, can be very, very useful for people in the diaspora, especially people in London. So if you live in England, or you live especially in London, and you're looking to connect and with people, BTNG, Buildings for Nigeria, is one of many communities, but it's probably one of the top ones out there. So feel free. And we actually do have a Twitter. You know, the BTNG team do have a Twitter, so you're gonna see the banner show up now. You can feel free to follow us on Twitter. Also, Google search and join the community. Sign up to the mailing list. You better sign up to that mailing list. Like, there's a very few mailing lists I'm signed up to. BTNG is one of them because it's always good stuff. But anyways, thank you very much, Uche. Tolu, you're up next.
Yeah. Hi everyone. My name is Tolu, and yeah, I'm the leader here at BTNG, and I work closely with Uche. By day, I work at a tech consulting firm, but by night, I'm interested in all things design. So that's mainly what we do, or what I do, sorry. Sani, you're on mute.
Oh, I've been muted all this while. Sorry about that, guys. I was about to say that we have 20 viewers right now. Can you believe that? 22. So we have people watching all about. So just to add to that, Tolu, I met you also at the BTNG event, correct?
Yeah.
And I had no idea like Tolu was the guy that actually started the whole BTNG thing, you know. Then I figured out Tolu started the thing. And you know me, I want to fancy him. So I was like, you know, I started that family. Tolu like, hey, Tolu, we friends now, right? Like, hey, you know, everybody want to know the leader, right? That kind of thing. So and that's kind of like, it's amazing what you've been able to do with this particular community. I think it's one of the most consistent communities. You know, I've attended your hackathons, I've attended your events, I've attended your after parties, you know, things like that. So I really do like what you're doing. And I remember we attended another event together, one of the other events, and then Tolu, myself, and some like I think 5 other random people ended up at McDonald's around like from like 12 o'clock in the evening. It was like 11. We stayed there till like 2. Just eating burgers. Discussing ideas, and it was amazing. It was really amazing. Yeah,
it was so sick.
Yeah, crazy thing is I still keep in touch with a few of those people.
Do you remember Adele?
Absolutely. Yeah. Adele's a wonderful individual, great developer, and actually she ended up coming to the other event where we had the things are getting better. That particular event.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's amazing stuff. So now is I guess it's time for me to let the people know about myself. Who am I? I'm the one, the only. No, I'm joking. My name is Sani Yusuf. So I work in tech, and I also do a few other things, you know. So you might know me from my literary work, or you might know me as a pseudo skit maker on Twitter. Depending on what it is, please excuse me. But I live tech, I breathe tech, and I like community. I like a lot of people, and in fact, that's how I got to know Tolu and Uche, because I decided to attend events and try to connect with people. And BTNG is one of the communities that I particularly sort of got into contact with, and so that's kind of me in a nutshell. For people on Twitter, I am not an investor. I'm not going to invest in your startup. I do not have that type of money. You're at least a few years too early. So hopefully one day come back. It's not your turn. Come back. Well, anyways, that's kind of us in a nutshell. And thank you very much to BTNG. Also, just a special shout out to Papa and Uzo behind the scenes that have helped make this this whole event possible. And hopefully, if you know they're not too shy, at the end they might pop in and say a little bit of a hello. We're not going to promise you that, you know, but you know they like to stay behind the scenes. But really amazing people. The BTNG team, you know, kudos. We couldn't have done this without you, you know. So yeah, let's start with the agenda for today. So let's talk about this show, and feel free to chip in, guys. So we came up with this idea because you know, first of all, you know. coronavirus came, coronavirus happened. So, so we were talking about how, we can, so the BTNG community has an ambassador, what's it called? Group, right? Where you have like a bunch of people that attend pretty often, that engage with the community. We must have had, I think we had this chat where I was speaking with Uche, correct?
Yes.
Right? We had a chat, a phone call, and then we were exchanging some ideas, and I came across, hey, I've had this cheeky idea for a while, and I think we can actually do something with it with the BTNG group. And then we got together, we deliberated, and before you know it, here we are live. Like, can you believe we're live, guys? There's 30 people watching us live. Like, this is it.
Oh, well, is that like an audition? The entire audience, or just
Yeah, 30 people in total. We have most of the people coming from Twitter. And we have a fair amount of around the same amount of people coming from YouTube as well. Facebook, we have some people on Facebook, a few people on Facebook, but that's also also feel free to comment, subscribe, whatever it is, follow the individual channels on Twitter, Facebook, and all of that, and comment. We can actually see all your comments regardless of what platform you're coming from, and we can respond to them. We can even show them on screen. But anyways, back to how this idea started, and we came up with the idea. We spoke. We had like a couple of phone calls, and then of course we have Mr. Tolu, the structured, organized, ultra organized human being here to put everything together.
Yeah, I try my best, but yeah, it's been the rate at which we put it together was quite fast, which I'm really impressed with, and I'm excited actually. So,
yeah.
By the way, have you seen the comment about someone said they love your filler?
Oh, thank you very much. Eshe gone. Well, Eshe, let me make it like a chief. But yeah. Anyways, that's kind of how we. So the whole idea is, BTNG is all about, the full meaning is building things for Nigeria, right?
Yeah.
Building for Nigeria. And of course, we do focus on Africa and other things, but, it starts off being, very Nigerian centric. And that's not a problem because there's space for everybody. But I guess the whole idea is if there's something we call the Nigerian Twitter. If you're aware, is Basbos, you can get dragged for literally breathing air, so that kind of thing. And what must have happened is, we were discussing about how, for example, people are always talking about the things that they're like, oh, Nigeria, this is not working, that is not working, this could be better, or leadership. Like, if you ever go to a Nigerian party, the one thing people always talk about is politics of some sort. That president, this one, if you even the Hausa people, sugar bank, they will say something like that. Or if it's the Yoruba people, president, no me, or governor. Like, Nigerians are always complaining about leadership, right? But one thing that is uncommon in these conversations is solutions.
Yeah.
Now, building things for Nigeria is a solution-oriented group where people come. You have hosted hackathons to solve problems. I've been at one of your hackathons before, So I said, hey, I've got this idea where I've always wanted to do, and then now we can actually come together and we can do something amazing. And we thought about, okay, let's talk about the problems, right? And then what we can do with the problems is then we can basically we can come together and we can say, hey, how can we create the solutions? We can envision the solutions, basically we can talk about the problems, but also we can say, how can we solve this problem, especially from a tech perspective, right? And I think this is the gist of the idea. I don't know if you all wanted to add anything else.
Yeah. So I think, first of all, from a BTNG perspective, you're right. It's building things for Nigeria, but tech. So we're all mostly tech. We're mostly from the tech industry. And just to give you some context, for those who don't know about BTNG, it's a community for tech Nigerians in the diaspora. And we have events where actually how it started is, people who are building things on the side, which are focused on maybe the Nigerian market or Nigerian demographic, they come to the events and they talk about the products that they're building, right? So, and it's not just like some sort of sales pitch. It's really about, okay, here's an idea I had, and here are the motions I went through, and here's how I got from inception to where I am now. And it's more like a campfire as well. So it's not like you're, preaching at people. It's like, okay, this is the discussion, and you can ask questions as well. So that's how we kind of built our audience. And then we, like you said, we do hackathons as well, and then we do debate nights. So the hackathons, it's that is it's actually our biggest event, where we talk about, or we bring real problems that are actually affecting Nigeria, and we get people to solve it, like in hackathon style. And hopefully when this coronavirus ends, we can do one as well, if it ends by the end of the quarter, in the UK at least. So
yeah, we've been on for 4 years now.
Yeah.
2016 feels like yesterday, but yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah.
And we've did 15 events, and the hackathon that Tolu spoke about is so we've had 2 of them so far, and we're hoping that will be a yearly event, and we're currently looking for sponsors, and our next topic will soon be out. And yeah, that's all.
Yeah. So if you have money, small money, medium money you don't know what to do with, feel free to help our government too. We're not shy. We're saying we want your money. We're not. It's okay. Exactly. Bring your sponsorship money. You can sponsor in Jollof. That's allowed too. We'll always take that. Exactly. But yeah, I can testify because I'm an outsider in the BTNG, leadership team. I'm just someone that attends, so I can attest. I can be like a testament to the good work that you guys all do. I mean, Uche and Tolu and all of you are amazing, because, like, one of the things personally I do before I involve myself with any community, I want to know what the community is about, because that's my time that I'm investing. And as someone that attends these events, it's really, really amazing to go to your events, your hackathons. I've met some really amazing people. I've learned. I've even invited my friends. I've invited some of my friends, like Mustafa, Alan, and these are people that I was like, okay, cool. We can go to these events, and I met so many other people. Like I think I have like at least 3 or 4 close friends that people that I've invited to my house. I've gone to their birthdays that I all met via BTNG.
Wow.
And these are like friends that I speak to maybe every other week or 2.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I probably wouldn't mention their names, but I've even become really great friends with brothers of people I have met on BTNG. That's how it is. So I really say, your group has really done a lot for me. So I'm, like, for me, yeah, without BTNG, some of a few things won't happen. Anyways, so, well, without further ado, we're going to get to, gonna get into like what we're going to be doing today. But also, it's very important that everyone knows that other people watching, we can see, Twitter is really giving us a lot of love. That's really amazing. But to all the people watching, it's very important that you understand that this is going to be a series. We're going to be creating multiple episodes. We're going to be coming, and we're also in the future going to be inviting other guests. So for example, if we're discussing a topic that has to do with maybe like politics or something like that, something where we can invite someone, an expert. And so feel free to follow us, follow BTNG, follow our individual channels. So what's it called, on all the channels, on BTNG, Twitter, Facebook, out there. Subscribe on the YouTube as well. But we're going to be bringing you these episodes. We're going to also be looking for guests in the future, so do keep it, stay in touch, and hopefully you get a lot out of this. So we're going to get into today's particular topic. Today's particular topic is the Nigerian High Commission website. So I don't know if you know And this is going to be a little bit more like relatable to people that live in England, but it's not just for the people that live in England as well. So, so if you live in England and you happen to need to you have the need to get a new passport or something, you need to go see your own, High Commission. And the High Commission is supposed to be like your safe haven, right? In another country, at least in the UK. I'm not quite sure how safe I feel when I want to interact with the Nigerian High Commission. And this is not us getting into the whole, we hate everybody or this kind of thing. Is whenever I want to interact with Nigerian High Commission on any level, there's just anxiety already because of the terrible news I've heard or personal experiences. And that anxiety starts with the Nigerian High Commission website. It is, I think it is designed specifically for you to fail. I'm starting to think maybe that's the whole point. Like the people that design is like, what is the most painful thing we can do so that people find it difficult to access and find information? And they're like, we're going to run a hackathon and somebody won and that kind of thing. I feel like if the devil had a baby with another devil and that they gave birth to a baby that became a software developer, and that baby software developer ended up creating a website, that's what Nigerian High Commission would be like.
No, but I think that's a bit extreme.
Okay, well.
No, it'll be
Uche,
nice.
Carry on, Uche.
No, I'm just saying be nice. That's
okay. In time, we're going to be showing the website anyways, and you will judge for yourself. So the whole idea is, right, what we're aiming to do today, and before we even get to our own experiences with the Nigerian High Commission website is, we're going to be going through this particular website. We're going to be looking at some of the things that we don't like, all right? And this is all live, so we're going to be doing our own, research on things. We're going to be looking at maybe potentially Googling other, High Commission websites or embassies around the world. We're going to be making some comparisons. But the whole idea is at the end of this show, we want to be able to identify specific things that maybe we don't like so that we can point out why we don't like it, and maybe also recommend potential features or solutions. And at everyone viewing, feel free to actually engage and say, hey, I can go on this website on my own computer or my phone and I can see something I don't like. Feel free to engage, and also feel free to share your own experiences with the Nigerian High Commission, and you probably do have. So I'm not going to start first. I think I'll drop it off to you lot. What has been your experience with the Nigerian High Commission website and the Nigerian High Commission as a whole? Anyone?
Oh, I can go first. So it's actually, it's actually quite traumatizing, thinking about it. So I think this was in 2017, end of 2017, when I was trying to get to Nigeria. And I think this was October, right? And you go on the website. So the theme of my story is they ran out of booklets, right? So I go on the website and I check the opening times and all of that good stuff. After struggling to find that information, but eventually you get there. But there was no information about the booklets, right? So I go on the day. You take the day off from work. You go on the day. You queue up for a very long time, and then finally they open the doors, and then you go in again, and then you queue up, and it's just so long, right? Anyway, eventually you go upstairs. They take your picture, they take your thumbprints, and all the information they need, and then they say to you, just for your information, there are no booklets for the next 6 months. And I was like, wow. I have to travel in 2 months' time, and you guys don't have any booklets. And I think what was really annoying was I had queued up for a very long time, right? They just told me, even for me to travel at all, they just put it on the website, say, look, don't come because we don't have the booklet, right? So I was just frustrated. So I was like, okay, you know what? What the next option is I'm gonna try and get a visa. Right, so I had to queue up. I had to do all that process again, which is queue up, just to ask them how to get the visa and fill out the form and all of that. And wow, the the traumatizing thing for it was that, you know, I had to get a visa to enter my own country, right? So I was just like, oh God. So that for me was very very traumatizing, I think.
So we have a comment on YouTube. So Gideon Idowu goes, oh my God, just saw the website. He said he isn't joking. It's the work of a sadist. So Uche, that's one for me now. Like maybe we were not exaggerating. It's a very traumatizing like experience. And you know that excuse, the excuse of the booklet is a very common one. And guess what? I don't want to be a like conspiracy theorist, right? And I'll talk about why I feel that way when I get to my point. But it's I think they do it on purpose to hoard the booklet so that you have to go through the back channels, and then they can like a lot of these guys can get paid. Like, but and again, I'll touch on that point. And your experience is not very uncommon. So Tolu, I'm guessing you're a dual citizen, right? Of UK and Nigeria, and you had to apply for a visa on your British passport to go to Nigeria.
My own country.
A lot of people doing that where they're just walking and they're saying, you know what? Let's go through the visa process instead of just getting it's to your own country. Like, where is that done? And another thing I want to add with Nigerian High Commission is there is only one office in the entire United Kingdom, I believe, the one in Northumberland Avenue, you know, with a Nigerian flag that is like bent, right? Because every day I walk past that and I have to recite the national anthem. I always go, rise, oh God, just for fun. But I was Googling, I think I did this a few years ago, and I don't know if this is completely still true, but I was Googling Pakistan, which has quote for quote numbers-wise around the same population as Nigeria. And I think Pakistan has, at the time I did that research, years, I think they have 5 offices, and we can actually Google this live now. Pakistani High Commission UK. I believe they had like 5 different offices. What's it called? They have one in London. I can actually let me see if I can quickly go to the contact us and find some of the offices to see if I can quickly find that.
Oh, by the way, people, you can share your own stories as well, and then we can read it out.
Yes. Okay, I think I might actually be on the wrong. Oh, okay. So the reason why I'm even at the wrong website is because they're taking me to the London one. They have another one in Bradford. So yeah, so they have a few of them. They have one in Bradford. I think they have one in I guess in Birmingham as well. They have a few of them here. So I think I am pretty spot on. And I think what they must have done is they must have looked at the areas where there's a cluster of Pakistani immigrants potentially. I'm just guessing here, and might have opened offices. But the Nigerian one, we have one. You know, we have just what's it called? One, which is in Northumberland Avenue. And if you're in Scotland or Wales, you have to travel all the way only to come and hear that they didn't even open that day.
Yeah,
frustrating. Yeah. So Uche, I think you have a very interesting story that you want to share with us. So why don't you go on?
So I think we all have stories, but it depends. I remember 4 years ago or so, before I moved to London, I used to live in Cardiff. And yeah, they only have one office in London. And after booking my appointment online, and I guess they gave me a date, I traveled down to London. And after the long queues, the noisy office, I went in and they told me that they couldn't find my name on the system. So it was traumatizing. I felt super bad and upset, but there was just nothing I can do about it because everyone around me was also frustrated and no one could help me. I had to travel back to Cardiff that same day and book my appointment and then travel back to London to get my passport sorted. So I at least I know I had booked my flight ticket months ahead, so it wasn't I didn't have any problem. But I can imagine if that had affected my travel plans, that would have been really horrible. So
and we are talking about I think I've never been to Cardiff, but we're talking about like
3.5
a 4-hour train trip, correct?
Yeah.
You know, and like I think that's the most expensive because that's first grade Western, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that is the most expensive route in the entire. I think in Europe, I believe like people that travel with first grade Western, like is the most expensive ticket. I believe I've read something. I don't know if there's a Cardiff route, but I know like the Slough route. It's really crazy. And so sorry about that. I didn't know you lived in Wales. So you lived in Wales?
Uni Wales. Yeah, I lived there for 5 years.
Aye, you lived in Cardiff, eh? I'll tell you about my own experience and some of the experiences I have. But before we do that, someone on the chat from YouTube, there's a friend applied for a renewal unauthorized through a letter that I pick it up for him. I went there when the time was right and was told that they couldn't find his passport, so couldn't proceed. No communication to him. I was the bearer of the shocking news of the day. I went to pick up the renewed passport, and this is very true as well. I'll tell you my own experience with I've been to Nigerian High Commission. I think I've been twice. The first time, actually, it was very pretty straightforward. I mean, it was not straightforward to actually go there and do the whole thing because you get there will be that man. Where's your peppers? You know, there's always that one man outside. You know?
Oh yeah, the door.
Yeah, you did not download from the internet. Or be going like I'm like, raw. You need to relax, this guy. And then so you have a queue inside, you have a queue outside, and you have these people that are like looking for how to cut the system. And when you're inside, you just see a stretch of like 5 people. They will just walk in with one guy walking them to the door, and everybody's like, this PDP and ABC that is happening here, like what? How far now? This INEC that is happening here, what is it? Then you see that family man with, like his family, cute sons and daughters, and they just walk past, and everybody's like, what's going on? So you can see that things are happening. You go to the bathroom, there's no tissue, the flusher doesn't work. You see the window, they're using newspapers to like, I'm like, wait. Then you get there, and then you realize there's a £20 processing fee that is not on the website. And apparently you cannot pay with card, you have to pay in cash. And I'm like,
Scams.
Yeah. I don't want to say I don't know, but I feel like that £20 is just their NURT, is like MC Oluomo's share that they're just gathering in-house. Because think about it, every day they have what? Thousands of people coming in there, right?
Yeah.
If you can get 2,000 people to pay you £20, that's how many of them were like that's in Kobe money for them.
Just sharing out the money.
Exactly. And also on YouTube, also because he needed to apply for his son. After making all the payments, they told us paper don't finish. We had to request for emergency travel documents. So I'll tell you about the last time the first time I went there, of course, it was frustrating because I went there as early as 11. I did not leave till, I think it was I did not leave till 4 o'clock, I think. Like, it was very long. But to be honest, it was even my friend that picked up my passport for me. The process happened very quickly, like in like a day or like not a day, like a week or something like that. So the second time, I had a bunch of, because I travel a lot for conferences, so I needed to get a Schengen visa. And you apply for Schengen visa if like you don't have up to 6 months on your passport validity. I believe it's 6 months. So I needed to get a new passport ahead of time. So I must have gone there, and I was just like, yo, this thing is going to take long. They said they didn't have booklets. So before I even went, people were already saying that there was no booklet, and I'm like, apparently the company that prints the booklet is one company in Malaysia or something like that. Apparently, even the data is not actually held. Apparently, again, I don't know. This is just she said, he said that the data is actually not held in Nigeria itself. That it's some server somewhere, which is like a serious security risk. And when we talk about security risk, when we show you the website use, I have a lot of security risks to show you. But anyways, I went there. I just realized, yo, this thing is going to take long. And I'll be very honest with you, I had to do the Nigerian way, I remember ringing up my dad saying, yo, you know what, bro? I know you have a friend that is like a high commission. So my dad at the time had a friend that was the high commissioner in one of the Arab countries. And I was like, yo, sorry, I will never ask you. I'm a man of the law, but this is emergency, yo. Like personal ethics goes out of the window here. can you ring that guy up to ask if he knows someone in that kind of thing? And then that's kind of how I'll be very honest with you. That was the only reason why I was able to get my passport. And even when I went to get my passport, right? When I went to get it on the Monday, they said I should come back on the Monday. It wasn't ready.
Wow.
The guy had just said, "Oh, yo, I'm coming," that kind of thing. And what's it called? Then we just waited for like an hour, and I could just smell they literally printed it that way. And I was like, but why?
Yeah.
Why? And so that's kind of thing. But I think we can go on and on about stories about Nigerian High Commission. The most important thing is now let us actually get down to business, right? We've given the backstory, so let's get down to business. So I'm going to open up Chrome here. I'm going to share my screen. So I'm going to open up a browser. I'm using Microsoft Edge, which is basically the same thing as Chrome. And I'm actually just going to Google Nigeria.
It's the same thing as Chrome.
Yeah, I mean, it uses the same engine as Chrome. So it's
true. It's using Chromium engine.
Yeah. So Nigerian High Commission, all right? And I don't know if everyone can see. Maybe we can make this a little bit larger so that people can actually see, because I have a very high density scale. Anyways, let's Google it. So this is what you see. You see the image here. You can see the review. It says 2.1 out of 5. So, what's it called? Then someone says elderly people, mothers with their 3 or 4 children queuing. That's one of the reviews. Is like,
terrible.
Exactly. So you can see that.
Can you zoom in a bit? Just
yes. Okay. So we can zoom in a bit here. So you can see like we have 682 people have reviewed this place, and on Google is 2.7 stars. It's barely halfway, and Facebook is 2.15. So basically, we started off not very, very, I guess, well, right? So without further ado, let's actually go to the website. So we're going to go to the website. I'm going to zoom this in. Just to make it larger, because I have a higher density screen, so I think everyone should be able to see. Feedback from the chat. Can everybody see the website well? Do we need to go a little bit larger?
I think it looks okay right now.
Okay, it looks okay. Yeah, absolutely. So the first thing is, let's actually just refresh, right? There are already 1,001 things that are wrong with this particular website. This is your first impression of Nigeria in the UK. And the first thing that comes up is this annoying, this little annoying banner here.
Yeah.
And
terrible.
It's terrible. Like, I don't understand. It's like, what is this?
Yeah, accessibility wise, that's even wrong, because the green on the blue plus the red, it's just, for people with eye defects, it can actually pose a huge problem for them.
Yeah, it's absolutely. And the funny thing is, if I close this, right, and I come back, or I go to another page, this is something I know. The banner still comes. I don't know, like, what
the banner follows you everywhere.
follow banner.
No, because you must know. You need.
And there's a lot of things. It's all in uppercase, which is considered rude. It's in red, which is a no. You have to be careful about the shade of red you use. Important notice on the request for evacuation. The High Commission has received. The High Commission have received series of requests from Nigeria. Calm down. We're not fighting you. We're coming for information. I mean, look at this. I mean,
it's absolutely. You know what's funny? Because the that X at the top, I just realized that it's probably trying to mimic a Windows system.
Oh yeah, true.
Yes.
But the thing is, like, obviously, if you're using your phone or you're using something, it's just how.
Yeah.
So how can you exit that?
So you have to close this X, but then as soon as you refresh, right? Oga is coming back. Oga is not going anywhere. So we have a few people at the chat. Someone said, that you can see the whole website was probably done without a designer. That's probably why there's so many inconsistent use of colors, even before thinking of the UI UX angle. That's very true. Someone is asking, what is happening here? And then actually someone he said Peter, and if you don't know Peter is he's the co-founder of Church Plus, a startup. So shout out to the work they're doing, basically tech in religion. And is it possible to do a UI UX rework after the Hangout and send it to them? So Peter, that's kind of what we're hoping to do. We're probably not going to send it to them because guess what? A few of us have actually tried. In 2013, I remember calling them to offer free consulting, and I was cursed for 30 minutes. You know, yes. So this is the first one, and another one, and this is as a developer, it's easy to miss this one is, no HTTPS. So if you don't know what HTTPS means for the people, what's it called, viewing this, basically this is HTTPS. Let me just basically, whenever you go on a website, you check the address bar, it should have the green padlock or HTTPS, which means the website is secure. It's people cannot intercept the information. So let's maybe show something like if I go to like Google, right, .com. If I go to Google, you can see that Google has, or if I go to google.co.uk, you can see there's a padlock on the top. It's probably a little bit too small to see, but there's a padlock there, and you can see HTTPS, not HTTP. That means it's, it has we call it SSL. It's secured. So that means whatever information you send here, somebody can actually potentially hack it easily because it's unsecured.
Yeah. The thing is, it's so crazy because Google now, I think they rank websites that have HTTPS higher now than websites that don't, in some situations. And especially like if your website has a payment portal, right? If your website has a payment portal and does not have SSL, that is a straight up red flag, right? Because anybody can just intercept your card details and all of that.
Absolutely. I mean, there's a Chrome, actually, some websites, if it's insecure, it says this website is insecure. And you're right, Google does rank higher HTTPS, but also the modern, this is just from a developer perspective, the modern things like service worker, and a lot of people watching may not know that basically allows your website to work offline, or push notifications. You must have HTTPS or else it's not going to work. It's just a simple requirement from the browser itself. And apart from that, you can see, first of all, there's like 3 different color schemes. I don't even know, like we have blue, red,
light green or something, and then black.
Yeah, and then they had to like I don't know. Have you heard of the term for tribophobia? It's a condition.
What is that?
It's the fear of irregular patterns. So I actually suffer from mild tribophobia. So if you don't, whatever you do not Google tribophobia, because if you're tribophobic, you're going to see the images and you're not going to like it. So I don't like tribophobia. And this image is actually semi-tribal. Of course, mine is mild. I can handle this. But someone that's seriously tribophobic, actually, you shouldn't be showing scary stuff. What's it called? About this. And we see some chats, people saying we're making fun of the website. Where we are kind of, but the whole idea about this is we're going to also mark down things we can improve, because we do want to improve this. We're not here to just talk bad about this website, but we need to critique it honestly, show why it's bad, and then how we can potentially improve. And also feel free to send links of examples that we can look at. So everyone, can we say, first of all, we can write it down as this pop-up must go, right?
It must go.
Right? Is it yay or nay? Yay or nay?
Nay. Ow.
Yeah. So the nay number 1 is pop-up must go. So,
the which is important. Is
that again?
The delivery. The delivery must go. The most of the pop-up must go, but the content should stay.
Somebody said that is no ordinary banner. Please drag it. Apparently we can drag it. Oh my god!
Wow!
Oh my god! So we had someone say please drag it like you would a window. Oh my wow!
Wow!
This is amazing. Thank you very much. We're having way too much fun. We're having way too much fun about this. So All right, let's go back here. So this is your first impression of Nigeria website. The first look at what is happening to our president here. Like, why is our president stretched out? This is the most important person in our country, and they are stretched. Let's open this in a open image in a new window. Let's see. So the image is 170 by 106. This is the image of our president that they are. Oh my god! I feel like someone just went to paint and just stretch this thing out just to fit.
The 170 by the 60 ratio.
Yeah, like this should be like, I mean, there should be laws around this. You cannot show the commander in chief like this. I think that's just no.
Terrible.
And I don't know if the people viewing can see, actually this is also very pixelated, so the pictures are not very, and I give them one thing though. They do have a place for consular. So because the first thing is, if you're looking for a consular, what's it called? So consular, which means, oh Lord, our guy is back. So can you guys see that when I hover on this, the cursor doesn't change accessibility? So I don't know that this is clickable.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. It needs to change to the other type of cursor. Forgotten what it's called now.
And I don't think. Wait, hold on. I don't think anything here is like, is there anything that actually changes to the other cursor? Because
nothing.
No.
Wow, that is really bad.
Wait. I'm not good. Wait, you can see this, right?
Yes. Wow.
I don't. Is this just my
CSS non-existent?
Okay. So, anyways, that's one. And yeah, so this is pretty good. Welcome message. That's standard stuff. Culture and tourism, Nigerian economy, High Commission news. It's very important to have like updates, news, and stuff. But there's like 600 colors. You have the green, the blue, different shades of blue, font size. Why is everything in bold? I don't understand why everything is in bold. Like, we get it. Like, I feel like this was designed because Nigerians, we know the here word. So they're like, we have to put it in bold. And so, question, guys, what do you think, if you're coming to Nigerian High Commission, what do you think are like maybe the top 5 things that people will be coming to do?
So for me, if I was to come to the website, the first thing I want to know is, how do I apply for a renewal of a passport, right? I'm guessing here that would be under useful links, but I'm not quite sure. I mean, it's quite ambiguous. So I don't really know. And then I would try and search for opening times, and maybe. Yeah, I do actually. One of the things that you should note as well is, if there is a public holiday in Nigeria, the Nigerian High Commission is actually closed, right? But the only way you can know that is by actually going to the Nigerian High Commission, and there's like a paper notice there saying, "Oh, we're closed today," because of that actually happened to me actually, and there was someone that traveled from Manchester, and that was just terrible. So I think those are the 2 things: opening times and how do I renew my passport.
Yeah, that's pretty true. I think this reminds me of when I had and by the way, feel free to also, guys, to chip in with some good experiences you have in maybe other High Commission or embassy websites. And I can talk about one, for example, like the Israeli embassy. They're really good at that because they have a lot of like Yom Kippur, all these things, so you find out that. And I remember, first of all, I think with the Israeli embassy, I've had my the easiest, most straightforward visa process with them. You don't even need to go into the office. You can fill the form, put in your passport in a bag, like a paper wrap bag because of security, and then you can send it off. And it's like £19 with either card details or what's it called? like what's the name of this thing? The thing you buy at the post office, the postal order.
Yeah.
And then you're good to go. So I can actually quickly bring that in here, and I also have the Kenyan High Commission website. And so this is the Israeli High Commission website. I don't know if you can all see this. We can maybe make it a little bit larger as well.
Yeah.
Let's make it larger here. So you can see that it scales pretty well. And what we meant by the cursor is you can see if I go on this link, the cursor changes to like a palm. I know that it's clickable, right? But if you go back to Nigerian High Commission, you can see, okay, I think it's come back now. Oh, well, it worked. Okay, now it's working. It might have been just our computer. Okay, whew. We're good. But one thing here is I already know like consular service because I'm here for a visa, right? Consular service, and you can see make an appointment, visa information. I could just go in there and find exactly what I wanted, and you have exactly. So you can see now they talked about like everything you need. It was so easy to find the form, to download the form. Even like down here, you can even see like visa information. And they also have like, a little bit of like, things like to do in Israel. So it's really good. You can see the contact information. And another thing also is the color scheme is very important because it is very accessible. And when we talk about accessibility, we're talking about people that are visually impaired, people that like are not using a computer. This is mobile optimized. And we'll get to the mobile optimization first of all. But before we do that, it's like, it's so easy. It's also translated to English and Hebrew, which are, very, very important for a country like Israel. So I really liked the experience I had here. And I've just, I did a little bit of research on it to find the Kenyan one. And we can go to the Kenyan High Commission here.
Just saying hi to those that have just joined. Hello, Shubi.
Yes. If you're just joining, welcome. What's it called? We're just critiquing the Nigerian High Commission website, and we're trying to see how we can, potentially identify and highlight some issues and then solve them in a couple of weeks. So, our Kenyan brothers also have like their own banner, as you can see. But I think it's a well-made website, and I like that the first thing they show is Eliud Kipchoge. The guy that ran a marathon in less than 2 hours. This is the first impression of a country. This is PR. And then you can see, of course, this could be better because they could have masked this, but you can see consular services, you can find everything you need. It's not that bad of a website,
Something that you can actually, be proud of.
It's not that bad. It's HTTPS as well. Anyways, we can go over this, and but let's go back to Nigerian High Commission. And someone is saying, what if you've had a good experience with the Nigerian High Commission website? That's a good question. If anyone has had a good experience, I would love to dash them my house, because I need to know what, tit for tat. Sorry, each to their own. But it'll be interesting to hear what they found really amazing about that particular website. And someone is saying the Kenya High Commission website is very impressive. I agree. The first impressions of our Nigerian High Commission website is not that great, I'll be honest, just from a, finding things a perspective. So any other thing that you guys maybe over the years have thought like, oh, this is really bad? I have one particular in mind, but over to you, like, is there anything that you want to show us? Like, okay, Sani, go here and let's see this.
Yeah. So let's just say, okay, I want to find how to renew my passport. So how would you do that?
So carry on, Uche.
Yeah, how will you do that, and how many clicks will it take you to?
Yeah, the most important thing is I'm just gonna swap my cap here. It's time. There's a cap time. The most important thing is
cap switch time.
Yeah, it's like
let me just switch mine.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't have any how to switch. Yeah.
The most important thing is like, first of all, it's a little bit confusing because should I go to consular or immigration? I'm not quite sure. So if I hover on immigration, it says visa requirements and loss of file. So for me, these two are confusing me. If I want to renew my passport, it is a consular service, but it's also an immigration service. So that is already confusing to me. You know, me personally, I would have gone to consular, right? Because that's a consular service. So I can open this in a new link. But we can also go to immigration. We can see, okay, requirements for e-passport, right? Let's say, okay, let's click that. And we go to consular. And then when we go again, our guy is back, you know? Our guy is back. Like, anyways. And then this is the immigration tab. And like, what is, so this is an accordion. But if you like, what is happening here?
Why is that admin? So what is that admin meant to be there, or is that meant for?
I don't know what this is here. So suppose this is an accordion. Basically, when you click it, more information comes up.
Oh.
Yeah. So like, can you see if you've never really, and the accordion is broken. I've broken it. I've broken the accordion. I've broken the accordion. I cannot collapse it back until I click another one.
Wow.
So
yeah.
Say that again.
What if that's how it should work?
Accordions are not designed to work that way.
Well, the Nigerians.
It's just, so this admin has nothing. So let's say reissue of standard passport, and it's like session page is empty. I don't know what this is here.
Wow.
I
wonder how they. So that must be this must be a template.
Most likely. Yep. And somebody forgot to remove this text. And you have, okay, so let's say we want to reissue passport. We come here, original Nigerian passport, printed copy of field dated and signed passport information. Okay, you know, but there are 79 colors already. There's orange, there's yellow here, there's blue, there's black, there is, Lord have mercy.
So naturally, I think, like, if you were to revamp this, it would probably be like a questionnaire kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Are you trying to reissue your passport, or are you trying to basically all these number points, right? Are you under 18? Are you over 18? Mm-hmm. Is it for you? Is it do you want to change your name and all of that stuff? And then you go through it. But here it's like, I don't, I have to read all of this stuff, and then okay, now I can.
Yep.
Apply. It's just kind
you can satisfy the requirements. Click here to apply for your pass. If you can satisfy the requirement, click here to apply for the passport. That's yeah. Requirements for collection of new passport. Okay. What is the difference between reissue and like okay. This is okay. Okay. And this is, then we have another one for first issue replacement, emergency travel certificate. So let's have a look at the consular quickly. Again, our guy is back. So consular just has welfare department, requirements for non-impediment to marry. I mean, Uche, you're the one that went to school amongst all of us. What does non-impediment mean? Because I have no clue.
I don't know. Sorry,
we didn't go to school. So let's search what non-impediment means, because in me, I did not go to school. I mean,
yeah.
Someone says, would it be illegal to create an alternative website? I think we can
carry on.
So I think that's the idea, right? At least create a mock-up.
Yeah. Well, that's so. That's kind of what we kind of want to do over the course of this particular series. We want to be able to show this and then potentially create a solution, right? So we're not just bashing this here. We actually want to create a solution. That's why to do that, if you want to solve a problem, you need to understand the problem first, right? You need to know what you're going to improve. So you can see requirements here, like, procedure for renunciation of Nigerian citizen. Did you see the guy that wanted to renounce a citizen a few years ago, and they still frustrated him because they were not sure if he was legally allowed to do that? They were like, only the High Commissioner can do that. He was like, even when I don't want again. You are frustrating me.
Wow.
I don't want again. I not do. But anyways,
our law for our country.
Yeah, and the £20 processing fee. It's not here.
Oh.
Yeah, you would never find that £20 processing fee. Nope.
Is there any payment page? Wait,
no.
There was an advocate.
So I think the thing here is that this is like a sister website. So when you actually, so if you go back to that, the immigration, the reissuing of the passport.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know, if you have still have that page. So if you click on that, if you scroll down a bit, and then you click on the link, that it'll take you to the actual Nigerian website.
It'll take you to the immigration Nigeria. This is Nigeria immigration website, right?
Yeah.
No, bad.
So like this one has HTTPS, which is, you know.
Yeah, no, bad website.
Yeah. And if you go back to the website, I think I saw £20 somewhere on the consular section.
Okay. This is for requirements of not impediment to marry.
Okay, not for the payment of the passport.
That's exactly. I don't know if they put that in there, but if we look here and we go to like, this is the passport requirements. Anything that has to do with money should be here. If I'm going to pay £20 processing fee, I think I would want to know, like, hello, you need to have this in cash, which is why I still think it is. Are you sure? But hey, I don't know. But hey, Nigerian High Commission, we're probably wrong. But can you see how you're giving us reasons to think, you know, about these things that type of way? And so, guys, I have a magic feature that I want to show you, which is the biggest red flag of this particular website, and it's a serious one. You know, it's a serious one. So they said, did I want to marry when I paid £20? No, I wanted to renew my passport. But then, you know what? I wanted to marry Nigeria because I am married to Nigeria, and she does not want a divorce. Trust me.
Split.
Exactly. So let me show you this. If you click this here, let me show you what happens. A PDF document comes up, and this is serious privacy with people's real names and passport numbers.
Jeez.
Because if your passport has been lost, you have to come and scroll 35 pages to find your name. This is a crime. This is a crime.
Wow.
It is, a lot of people do not know that. So if you've lost your passport, they will ask you to come here first. We have 35 pages. I'm telling you, and some of them are driver's licenses as well. Wow. Like, look at this. If I scroll all the way down, I have, like, can you see how you're making Yahoo Boys life easy? 1,527 real names and passport numbers.
This is a breach. This is absolutely terrible.
And it's available as a downloadable PDF file.
Oh, wow.
I'm surprised that you lot did not know about this.
Well, I've not gone that far.
Oh, I've gone that far. This is serious.
Who authorized this?
I have no flipping clue.
This is, wow, that is absolutely shameful.
So, I'm so sorry, Mr. Abiola Abimbola Kikelomo or Mrs. Abiola Abimbola Kikelomo, because I'm not showing anything that people cannot see. This is available as a link, as a PDF file.
Wow.
And someone said it's not even in alphabetical order. So good luck finding your name. Just do Command F and try and search.
Wow.
Like, this is serious. What should happen here is just like what happens in the DVLA or the where you put in like your full name, your last name, your passport number, all the information that you probably know, that if there's a match, then you get an email saying, yes, there is a record that matches this particular person, you know, come and collect it, that kind of thing. That's what should happen. But so can we agree that this is a serious, like, we have to solve this particular problem. We have to create a solution for this.
Yeah.
So lost but found.
So I think a simple search portal to look for your name, if they must display this thing, should work, where you can just type in your passport number and see your own. I don't know. So just something.
Yeah. That's what the DVLA DVLA does. Basically, for example, I lost my driver's license.
Yeah.
And you have a form, so you just fill as many like addresses as you have and all of that. And then when there's a match, they will eventually find you and then they send it to you, that kind of thing. So this is really like, first of all, we agree that, like, this is completely unacceptable because this is an immediate security risk.
Yeah.
This is an immediate security risk.
I wonder if it will be a good exercise to actually go through the website to see how many other security risks there are.
Absolutely. Someone actually on the chat said, I think it's someone that works in security, is like, if one should pen test on the website, it will be funny what lies in the back. So pen testing is how you figure out, and people are just like, wow, oh boy, why? Nigerians are surprised. Then someone is saying, unbelievable. Is there a first step from this conversation today is to alert them? Happy taking that. I wish. So in 2000, I would never. I personally would struggle to do that because in 2013, I did this. I called 2012, 13, one of the years. I called, and I had a lady on the call that answered it, and I offered to show specific things, and I was cursed until I started apologizing to her. I started saying, sorry, ma. It's people like you. You're not true citizens. And I was like, wow. Because she was not willing to even let me speak and say, hey, this is potential, like it's, and someone is like, people probably get fined for this under GDPR. This is a crime. This is a crime. Under GDPR, it is a crime. I mean, cookies are a crime under GDPR if you don't tell somebody that you want to save their cookies, right? This is a serious crime. Yes. Wow. Like if we had a working judicial system, any one of these people could go and sue the Nigerian High Commission for millions because this is a real breach.
Yeah, and also said, Sani, forgive them. I'm calling.
Oh, me? No. Forgiving. Well, only time will tell. But anyways, shall we move on? This is definitely, I think in all our issues, I think this has just gone up to number one.
Yeah.
So let's try and find other information. There's one that I like this login to where? Where are you going? Let's try and log in. Log in to where?
I feel like laughing.
Your guy is back. Will you put your personal information here in this website? Will you?
No way. HTTPS listen, no way.
So it doesn't even tell you what you're logging or what you're registering for. What am I registering for?
The information is not very clear. It's not clear at all.
What am I registering for? Should we try and register on this? Let's use like a fake email address.
Sure. Tom Cruise at
fake inbox. So we can go to fakeinbox.com and generate a random email address. So fake inbox is really nice. It allows you to generate like email address. So we have locale at fakeinbox.com. And when you receive an inbox, it shows here. So let's try and register. All right. Can we make this larger? Okay. Better this way?
No, larger.
Okay, let's make this larger. Yeah. So let's register. Choose title. Let's go with Mrs. Mrs. Wahala. Wahala Egungun. What? It's probably somebody's reading. I'm pretty sure if we go on that passport list, we're probably going to see Wahala Egungun. They are looking for their passports. House number.
Someone says you should submit without putting your details.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Let's try that. Guys, let's see. I declare.
Oh, really annoying.
Oh, no.
Okay. Validation, no mommy. Yeah, validation. So let's try. Okay.
Oh, that is really annoying.
All right, let's do Mrs. Wahala Egungun. House number and postcode number 59, 56.
Put it in text. Okay, go on. Yeah.
56 Olodo Street.
So what's interesting here is that if you go on the FAQ page, right, there is a section in there that says if you put your postcode with spaces in between, it would reject it. they will reject your.
Okay. So, which is interesting information that should probably be here, right? Not on the FAQ page, but anyways. So let's say LNG1 3 RI. This is some interesting.
Yeah.
0656554431. Right? Email.
The fake inbox one. Yeah.
Yes. Password.
There's a suggestion. Okay, John, please.
Olodo. I declare the information. Okay, let's submit.
Oh God.
It
wiped your information. Oh my God.
Where is? Okay. Let me start with the password.
Oh, you get punished. That is a serious UX breach.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0. That's the password. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0. Right? And here we put the 07 40 Momo Street.
No, just put its house number and postcode.
And postcode 40 NG 14
419
6 YY. Wahala. What was our
Egungun.
Egungun. Now we're using Mr. Let's try Mr. Maybe we don't know. Maybe the form might be sexist. We don't know. We hope not. Okay. Thank you for registering. An email has been sent to your account with instructions to activate. Let's see. I have not received any email.
Refresh.
Oh, okay. There's an email there. I received the email. Let's see. To activate your account. Your account has now been activated.
Oh, this banner is annoying.
The banner's image is broken now here, so we don't even know how to close it.
Oh my God.
The banner's image is broken.
Wow.
Cloud. Okay. All right. So now let's try and log in as.
What's happening here? Oh, God.
Let's try and log in. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0. Submit.
No, it was it not Olodo or something?
No. I changed it to 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0. So,
wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have successfully broken the form because it is not working. Only God knows the errors in the console.
Wait, sorry. Go back to the email. Sorry, just to confirm.
Yeah.
The email you received.
Hold on, just before. Okay. Anyways, I was just curious. Yes, this is the email I received.
Click on it again. Just.
What's the content?
Okay.
There's no content too. Oh, this is the content. Thank you for registering. Please activate your by clicking here. That's it.
So when you click that link again, just to see. Has it expired? Okay.
Invalid user.
Why are you an invalid user?
Only God knows. Only God knows. But anyways, we can see that here probably what's it called? I think another thing that we can check on this website for sure is mobile optimization, right? Because most people that are coming here to look for information in today's world actually will probably be doing that from a mobile phone first, right?
Yeah.
Because most internet traffic is mobile. So one way, if you don't actually how to do this, one way you can do this is you can right click your Chrome browser and click an option called inspect. And that will bring something called the Chrome Developer Dev Tools. And if you don't know how to do this, and I can actually just let me rearrange this. Let me dock it on the side. So that will bring your and here you can see like device toolbar that allows you to simulate what's it called. So I don't know if I can make this part larger as well. Here, so can everybody see that? So you can click this button here with the device toolbar. What that does, it simulates mobile, and you can go and select which device you have.
Yeah.
So let's try like an iPhone X, right? And if we refresh this page here, we can see that this website does not care about whether we're using a phone, a tablet. It literally is just showing us the exact same thing. In 2020,
Terrible.
Yeah.
now imagine somebody that wants to invest $10 billion in Nigeria going to this. Would you have confidence putting your money in this? No, it's serious. First impressions matter.
Oh, God.
They matter.
This is terrible.
Yes. Fluid design.
They do matter. So somebody's asking what's a student portal. If I'm a student, trust me, I am not going to put my information on our portal before my university will say that I failed all my courses because there was, So can we agree that this is also a potential like huge, like this is a must-have. It's not a
Yeah.
nice to have. Number 3, mobile optimization.
Mhm.
At media responsive.
Yeah, it's really really great. So we can close this here and we can go back to the website, and here what else do we go? Should we go like FAQ, contact details? Somebody says student portal, so let's have a look at the student portal. Let's see what that is. Wait,
It looks like a completely different website.
where are we? What happened?
Still a sub page of the main website, so I guess it's still related to.
Yeah, but the design is like
Yeah.
So about your university, I'm not telling you anything about my university. You must not know. You must not know. I'm not going to tell you. Current address in Nigeria. Yo, this is just.
What is this form for? Is it to apply for student visa? Or
I have no idea. Like that should probably be the first thing, right? Like,
Yeah.
hey, you need a form for this. This is why you should come here. Yo, it's in. So it was also that asked about the student portal. So also you can see that the student portal is not very. We don't have a clue what it is for, unfortunately. Why
Yeah.
not?
Best
Yeah.
guess is for student visa. I actually don't know. I don't know why you would. Yeah, that's strange.
Yeah. So let's try. Someone says if they see this type of form that they run away. Trust me, I wouldn't put my details in that form as well. And let's see. I mean, what happens when we click this? Okay, a very pixelated image of our president. Here, what happens here? The High Commissioner. It's a pretty nice image, but everything here is on bold, and they talk about his, how he's happily married. Okay, some interesting thing. I don't know, guys. Do you think the High Commissioner should have like a brag section about how he went to school? He's from Ijebu Ode, and like good information. But I'm like, maybe your name, your position when you came into power, and like your mission statement is probably enough.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's okay. Like I think it doesn't kill anybody, right? Mr. So that's our High Commissioner Adeshola Oguntade. I did not know his name. So sir, if you're watching this, please, we're not talking bad about the website. We're trying to improve it. We're concerned citizens, hopefully we can work together. We can, maybe this is advice that you can send to your team and they can improve this. So contact information, let's see. Okay, they have sections. What is sections? Secretariat, Deputy High Commissioner. What's up with these accordions? I have no idea what's going on here. Anyone?
The information architecture is really flawed.
Yeah,
Really,
yeah.
that's even one important area that we should look at, because people are coming on the website to see information, even if you're not confident enough to put your details, but at least you should have that liberty to check any information that you want to. And if you can't get to this information, then I guess the website is useless.
Okay, someone made a comment. They said he bragged past Prezzo Prezzo picture website when they stretch. I just thought I'll put that. Oh Lord. Anyways, let's check the email section. Let's see what that is.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know what's happening.
What's that?
So it's one of those things. I mean, if you're mobile, it probably would just go straight into your email app, and then the email address would come up. I think that, I mean, that's conjecture. I'm just guessing. But
I mean, but then my stuff is set up, so that would be if you use HTML, which is ahref mail to.
Yeah.
Gmail would have come up.
Oh yeah, but nothing. It just went straight to this.
I'm confused. Lord of mercy. Anyways, general inquiries.
It's broken.
Again, Oga will keep coming back. Contact us. Okay, telephone number, general inquiry, cost. This is pretty good, but I mean, could have been presented better, but pretty good. Yes. This for technical program on the website. Please contact us immediately. Should we?
For technical problems.
The website itself is a technical problem.
Oh, we should definitely ring that number and see.
I mean, see the smart here. For technical problem on this website, contact us on 020-793. I don't know what they're doing here, but anyways, we'll test the search as well. But let's see, what is library? Again, broken images. Someone said we should test the inquiry box. I think it's safe to say we probably should not test our inquiry box. Like at this point in time, we've kind of lost confidence already. We don't renew passport again. we don't do again. And introduction, High Commission news, important public notice concerning visa processing charges by online integrated solution. I don't know what that means. So what is library?
It's so confusing.
What's up with this big Nigerian High Commission text I see?
Yeah, they had a.
Is that if I go back to 100%?
Yeah.
Why is it there?
Yeah.
It's out of place. And the coat of arms image has gone.
The image is gone. Where is eagle and horse? So here we have eagle and horse. Eagle and horse.
Is that happening on a particular page, or does it just show?
Yeah, a bunch of pages. The assets are broken. If I refresh this page, every single asset is broken. So you can see the coronavirus image is broken. So that means someone linked it incorrectly. Like I don't think there was any testing at all.
Yeah.
There's any testing at all.
It's like, it works on the homepage.
Yeah, it works on my machine. It works on my computer. Okay. Let's check.
So I think for like if you come to the website, you can't find things, then you're like, okay, now I'm going to search for what I want.
Mm-hmm. So let's look at this. What are the procedures for issuing a Nigerian passport? So whoever pasted this link, pasted an encoded link. This is an encoded link because command. This is dash, right? I think percentage 20 is that dash or space?
Space, yeah, I think it's space.
No, space is not allowed. Space is an Mbps. That's space.
Okay.
Would this be space for like? Let's try and paste it. We'll see. So this is an encoded link, and first of all, if it's a link, it should be clickable, right? Like but we have to like copy, and there's a semicolon here. I don't know what is going on, right? So there's a video here. Let's go and try and access that particular video. It takes us to this. Well, I'm scared that we might show some video that. Let's see. The video is okay. Let's see.
Is the video playing?
This is the video. It is a screen recording
welcome
of the. Okay.
to Nigeria High Commission London. This video is a demonstration on how to apply for Nigerian standard passport, known as e-passport, electronic passport.
Guys, before we go,
tutorial.
it's 28 minutes long for you to because you want to learn. First of all, if you need a video to explain to people how they can use your website, ladies and gentlemen,
You are failed.
yeah, and guess what? It is 28 minutes long. Haba now, Haba.
Wow.
Before I proceed with this demonstration, I will advise those that don't have Yahoo or Google account to register their email with Innovate Services, which is the payment platform for passport processing. To register an email with Innovate, if you don't have Google or Yahoo account, just have to go to your browser. You type in Innovate. Just demonstrating on the screen now. It's just come up. Innovate One Services, like you can see here now. Innovate oneservices.com.
Yeah, it looks like they
You
built
select login
Someone says this is the company that built the website.
and you click on login with OpenID.
Let's check.
Then you click on register. Then you fill out all your details, including your current email. If you are using Sky or BT or work email, you are advised to use OpenID to have your email handy for payment process if you don't have Yahoo or Google account. But if you have Yahoo or Google account, you don't need to go through this process. So I'll be closing this down. Also,
Okay, Oga, we're just going to forward everything. And the fact that we had to go to this page and the video, okay. You know what? I think at this point in time, we've heard enough. Like we've heard enough. Like, anyways, that's just like and so Tolu, I think you were right. It might have been space. I was talking about HTML. HTML and MBSP PS is space.
Okay.
So apologies for that. This should be a link. And actually, what's wrong with the video just be embedded there? Like this, I have so many questions. Like, why? Like, why do you need 38 minutes? I'll be 28 minutes. Like, now, wow. And can I apply for self and family? Can you make? You must either go to Innovate Services. And I think I don't know what. I don't even want to ask. What are the most common mistakes made during payment? Postcode gap. That this information should be right there, not here.
Yeah.
Like how? If I a Nigeria, what is this?
If it's okay, I know how to.
I a Nigerian.
No, I a Nigerian.
Oh. I get it now. Oh.
Wow, these guys.
Well done. Okay, just got married. I need to change my surname to my husband's. Do I fill the online form with my husband's surname? I mean, at least it's gender inclusive. That's one point to put a point for that. Yes, the name on your form. Do you have a provision for frequent travel? So the FAQ page, I mean, okay, it is an FAQ page.
You can't search for the FAQ, so that's a potential.
So let's see. Let's search for something. Tolu, Uche, what do we search for?
So search opening time. At least that's what I would like to know.
Okay. No results found for opening times.
Search coronavirus.
Oh, God.
Coronavirus. Coronavirus. No results found for coronavirus. We are screwed.
COVID.
Say that again?
COVID.
COVID-19. COVID. No such result for COVID.
That banner is so annoying.
Does anything actually work? Let's search for passport. Surely that would work, right?
Oh, God.
Okay, passport return COVID items. Okay. Okay. Let's search for visa. Okay, visa has returned. Let's search for payment. So the search does work. It just is different. And someone says search Nigeria.
I was going to say search Nigeria.
Oh, that would no. Don't do this. No. I'm begging you. I think God beg you. 64. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So I mean, we're getting close to the end now. One thing I think will be okay. A few things. Let's see culture and tourism. Let's have a look at that. We have some great, wonderful Nigerian women, and this is like Uche. This is like that, Igbo meeting group every Sunday. Yeah. I my neighbors used to do that. I used to go there to eat jollof rice those days. They'll have those meetings. Really, I love the attires, by the way. Yeah, and this is
Zuma Rock.
Yeah, Zuma Rock. But then, what? No, this is actually Aso Rock.
Is it?
Yeah, this is Aso Rock. But
so that here lies the problem, right? So the first one, we know what it's about.
Yeah,
right?
there's a description for the second one.
And then the second one is like, oh, okay, here's a rock.
Only reason why I know that it's Aso Rock is because the person that created the image actually puts the alt tag, and I can see the alt tag saying Aso Rock.
Wait, when you hovered over it? Is that
yes.
Okay, nice.
Yes. So, I mean, what is? Oh my God!
So, what if this website was built in 2004 and they haven't updated it? Let's just give them a benefit of doubt.
No, it's no excuse. There's no excuse. I refuse to excuse the ineptitude. Can
you please forgive?
No. We need to start demanding for what's it called? Yeah, someone said, did you see United States? It's like this picture, actually, if you haven't clocked, is Nigerian Women's Cultural Association group in the United States.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Exactly, and it's it will be interesting. Do they have the permission of these people's pictures, or did they just grab it online and just, things like this? Okay, Kola nuts. Yeah, this is definitely a cropped picture. You can see.
Yeah.
By Jennifer Barsky, Nigeria. Yeah, photo by The Guardian. Oh Lord. The Yankari Game Reserve. A lot of places that we could. Durbar, Coconut Beach. Where is that? Oh, in Badagry.
Oh, I've never heard of Coconut Beach.
There's no high standards.
Oh,
Man, you know what? Let's just the information. There's so much information, but it is not how do I say, presented in a way that is easy to find. And I think this is very important as well. So mobile optimization, so far we have pop-up that needs to go, the Lost Spot fan page, the mobile optimization, and of course, I think culture and tourism and also trade. Let's check trade.
Also the login that didn't work.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That was a major problem.
Vast opportunities, investment in Nigeria. I don't know. I feel like as an investor, this doesn't really inspire a lot of confidence in me because, okay, or incorporating the business, this is good information. This is
Yeah.
good information.
So
Yeah.
one of the things that also would be useful is
Mm.
there should be information about traveling to different countries as well.
Mhm.
So what is their guidance on traveling to Iran or Yemen or something like that? And it's or I don't know. This it's quite hard to find. Nigerian national anthem.
That's an interesting one. Alright,
Hey guys, if you're born and bred in, it's possible that you don't know the Nigerian anthem.
yeah, true.
So
You
you
know
to
the funny thing? I
learn.
actually know how to also sing the old one. Oh God of creation, direct our noble cause. I pledge Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest. We used to. When I was in school, I was a bad kid. We used to have like our own remix to this thing. Like I remember, so we go defend our monkey post so that Apollo no go catch our goalkeeper.
Wow.
I was a bad kid. We used to say so. Oh Lord.
I pledge, at least we're being honest, right?
Yeah.
Loyal and honest.
To be honest.
Okay, so I think let's see useful links to round it up and useful links. Then I think what we can do is after this we can also show some good example of like other Nigerian high commission website that maybe are better, or also like other like maybe the UK one, the US, like other. But in general, for people that are watching, high commission or embassy website are generally terrible. That's just fact. They're not really good. Like I've seen some countries that are worse than Nigeria. That's something we should do. We should try and find countries that are worse than Nigeria, or maybe at least on par. Like the bar has been set a little bit low. I think it should be easy, or it should be difficult. But let's see.
Someone said the website looks like the state of the country.
Yeah. Oh no. I don't think we're gonna put that particular chat up. Come on, lads. That's what we're here for. We're trying to solve this. So useful links. This is amazing. Abidjan, Cote d'Ivoire, which reminds me, actually, do you think that a Nigerian website should have translation for languages in the indigenous language, let's say Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, or like also like languages like French and Arabic, Portuguese, which are spoken in Africa? Because I think French is almost a must because we're surrounded by French-speaking countries, right? All around us is francophone. You have from Chad, Niger, Republic of Benin, and Cameroon. These are the 4 countries that surround Nigeria. And they're all French, francophone countries, right? So maybe, French, like you should have a French
translation.
Translation of that particular web page.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Let's try and see if we can translate to like do we have the translation? Let's see if we can translate this page to let's say French. Let's see how well does it translate to like say let's see French. Try again. Okay, so it does. Okay. It does. Haute Commissariat du Nigeria, Londres, Royaume-Uni. Yeah. Cool story. I actually know how to speak the language, Je parle français.
Vous parlez français? Parlez-vous français?
Oui, je parle français un petit peu.
Yeah, je parle petit français.
But moi, on a grâce au Igbo too. You don't know. You're playing with the fire.
Multilingual.
Yeah. Anyways, so I think we have a few things, but let's narrow down to the most important thing before we move on. Pop-up is definitely very important. Lost but found, mobile optimization. What is also another like super important? For the people watching, please feel free to send us to chat. What is another very important thing that we can like that is super important? Of course, the general UX, color scheme and all of that. That one, just general UX is there. Also, like Tolu mentioned about forms.
Yeah.
Forms.
So I think the whole anything that can be turned into a form should be turned into a form, and all the forms need to be revamped as well.
Yeah.
They should be tested and checked. And
So if we were going to mention, like, on a hierarchy of scale of needs, what are the most important things that people come to the website? I think we know for the first one is you're coming in as a citizen, right? So I think citizens should almost be directed to like a citizen's place where you know this is like, hey, I'm coming for you, or like a consular site, like something where you know, because as a citizen, there's only a few things that you're looking for, like passport, marriage, X, Y, Z, etc., that apply to you.
yeah,
And then but also like just finding information is difficult. Assets, all the assets are pixelated, not really great. We could do better. A color scheme. I don't think this website is accessible at all. So people forget that a lot of people don't use the internet with just their mice and their keyboards. They're actually screen readers and all of that, and also like font sizes. It should be easy to increase the font size. If you work in healthcare, is a must. It's a conversational starter. It'll be interesting to actually test this in other browsers. Like imagine if you like went to like Internet Explorer 11. I think at least now in today's world you should support Internet Explorer 11 as the bare minimum.
yeah.
So it's interesting to see also like what's it called
Cross-browser functionality.
Yes, and we're gonna provide an email, and so feel free to tweet us, send us DMs, for like at BTNG. So you can tweet the BTNG like team with suggestions and stuff like that. We're more than happy. We'll also provide you an email at the end where you can actually send inquiries, and this could be like a review for the show itself. What we can do better. Maybe you don't like the way I look, or you don't like the way I dress. Things like that. And suggestions or recommendations, or sticks and stones may break our bones, but words absolutely make us happy. So feel free to sort of like give us that. And
did you put responsiveness as well?
Yes, absolutely. Mobile optimization is like it's a number one, and so okay. Now is the point where we move to. Can we show some other good examples of like? And some people, when we ask for bad examples, some people have already talked about. Okay, so Victor actually has something good. He said tourism information guide for Nigeria. The trade section needs to be showcased. Needs to showcase the current state of Nigerian business scene and links to where you can get help. That's true. Not just the history. Initiating single sign-on would be better. Single sign-on. Okay. I think I know what you're talking about. Because if you're applying, you need an account for appointment, which is crazy. Yeah. Agree. So, and it would be nice if you could do everything in one website versus going to these 3 different websites that you're getting confused.
Yeah.
It'd be really, really nice.
British Trust.
Yes.
Just to the Nigerian website.
So, hold on. Nigerian High Commission Canada, right? We're talking about this one, right?
Yes.
Okay, the one in Ottawa or Ottawa. This is the one we're talking about, right?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, let's make it larger. So you see, like Nigeria, we know how to do good stuff. Like, come on, this is not a very like bad website. This is an amazing website. Like, this is good.
It's pretty good.
Citizen service. You see what I was talking about exactly. E-passport application. Burial. Like, these are the key information that visas for this is if you're a non-citizen, this is where you go, like a visa, right? Because that's other services, legislation of doing business. This is really amazing.
And there's no banner popping at you.
Really, really amazing.
Coronavirus.
Yeah, there's no it's really amazing. So let's try and find about us as well. The diplomats. It's easy to find. And what's it called? And so you can see the ambassador. It's not really about the ambassador. It's about what the country It's talking about like the High Commission trade, strong bilateral trade. All we see is just the name of the ambassador. That's amazing. Just do that. We have a non-pixelated picture of our president. That's amazing.
Yeah, the non-squashed picture.
Yeah. Citizen, let's say e-passport application. Let's go there. Oh, okay. Could be better. with the whole bold and dark. I don't know why, but at least this is from the general public.
They like shouting at you.
Yeah, but look at that. Procedure for e-passport. Please complete. At least you have step-by-step guide, requirements, all your requirements. This is good. This is good. This is really, really good. Examples of terrible websites, and someone said India, Mexico, they are worse. So guys, can you like send links to places that we can check? Let's check. Oh, there was one I went to. Was it Ecuador? Was it Ecuador? There was one, or Uruguay. Oh my God, it was not great when I needed that website. So let's see. I'll start with one that is really good. I like the UK one, UK Home Office. I think the UK Home Office website is really, really, really nice. GDPR, it's searchable. I really like it. You know exactly what you're looking for. You can just search. You can go to like get a UK visa, get a UK passport, a lot of things. So the UK Home Office is very, very large website, but I think it's also good. Also, the color scheme makes it so easy for accessibility. Uche, and I don't know if you can touch on that, accessibility as well. Yeah. Any other one for like where like really, really great stuff as well?
Sorry.
Any other examples for really, really great like websites, or maybe terrible website that maybe even worse? We should try and find something worse.
The Nigerian embassy website, China, the Chinese version. So that.
Okay, the Nigerian embassy. Is this good or bad?
Wow.
I think it's on par.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take this over the one in the UK though.
Yeah, actually, information-wise is good.
Exactly. Like I'll take this over that. So this, let's try and find something. I think it was Uruguay embassy. That was not. I remember looking for a visa to go to Uruguay. Hold on. And it was not fun. It was not fun at all. So let me just paste this here. This Google search link here. I don't know. I think was it this one? Oh, it was one really. Okay, it's not this one. No, it was one of those ones. Like it was really, 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 really difficult. I'm not sure I could even find it, but yeah. But I think the most important thing is, just as we round up, like what we've done today is we've gone through this whole website. We've really, really tried to show people the state. What we're doing here is not to just talk bad about the Nigerian High Commission website. We're showcasing a reality. This is the truth. And I think as Nigerians, that's one of the things that, what's it called? As Nigerians, is like, when things are wrong, we like to be like, no, don't talk bad about it, It's like, and then nothing gets done. We're not here to talk bad. We're here to really showcase a reality, because if you went on your phone or your computer, you could potentially face all these problems. And some of them are very severe. For example, the passport one, that's a serious security risk. And what we've done is we've highlighted it. And then in the next episode, we're actually going to go ahead and go together as a team, try to solve these problems, create potential solutions. Now, we're not going to 100% solve the problem. That's not the expectation. We're going to propose at least a conversation starter, right? This is something we can do. This is something we can do better, or X, Y, Z. And then from there, we can then go on and sort of create well-meaning homepages and stuff like that, until where we get to a place where we actually have a real website, which we will create. And also, this is going to be all shared, so you're going to have access to all the code and stuff like that. So we've talked about the problems, we've highlighted them, and then we will actually go ahead as a team and solve it. And please get in touch with us if you want to contribute. We're more than happy. We'll be taking on guests for this particular show. This is really, really the first edition, and hopefully you kind of got in the feel. And we're still freestyling this. we're just taking it as it goes. So hopefully everyone, sees that they like this and all of that. So just to wrap up, any final thoughts for anyone in terms of before we wrap up and start maybe telling us how you can follow us on Twitter and all that? Any final thoughts from any of you?
So someone said stuff about embassy, the German embassy, that it's better or something.
Okay, Nigerian.
So I think we can close with that.
Embassy, Germany. Let's try.
Oh.
This one has GIF. It has a GIF background. What is going on here?
It's actually responsive because I checked it on my phone.
Oh, what's up with the GIF background?
Like, what is Nigerian flag waving, moving?
1 second, let me try something. Nigerian embassy, Israel. Okay. I like this. I really like this. Like, it's got the whole green and white. I like this.
It's quite good.
Yeah, it's got the whole green and white thing. Yo, this is really, really, really dope. Look, a very lovely picture.
Yeah.
Wow. Nigerian citizens, consular section about Nigeria. Oh man. Look, coat of arms meaning. This is really, really, really cool. I like this.
It's actually quite sick. Yeah.
Yeah, I really, really do like this. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna stop sharing the screen now. So how has it been for all of you guys? Like, did you enjoy this particular first episode? Like, was it good? Was it, like, do you think we got a lot? I think we got a lot of stuff done. We got a lot of conversations. We had a lot of people watching. We still have like 15 people live now. We're getting a lot of love on YouTube, a lot of love on on Twitter as well. So any final thoughts before we go on?
Yeah, so I think it's actually, I really enjoyed this episode as well. So in regards to some revelations, it would be good to see how we can help revamp the website in a much better way. At least, like, even if it's just as a suggestion, like, guys, please, if you can improve it even by this much, it would be good. And then, feel free to follow us. Follow Sani, of course.
Well, I can show. This is you on Twitter, right? If you want to follow.
Yes. If you want to follow me, I'm on Twitter, ADT Plus. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And Uche, we've got you on Twitter as well, right?
Yes.
So you can follow Uche on Twitter. I like your ambi-dev, like you use it everywhere. Exactly. So that's really good. Don't forget to follow BTNG as well, on like on Twitter, Team BTNG. And we'll kind of wrap it up today. And if you need to follow me, I am Sani Yusuf on Twitter, or pretty much you can search Sani Yusuf. You can find me anywhere as Sani Yusuf. That's the username. If you find anybody that uses any username that looks half as pretty as this, you let me know. But anyways, I think it's been a wonderful, we talked about the Nigerian High Commission today, and we've had a very productive conversation. This is really, 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 really amazing. This is our first episode. So, feel free to let us know. We're getting a lot of love. People like it's been great, keen to see the next episode, to see the problem solving angle. When is this happening? We're still deliberating. Just make sure you follow the newsletter and you follow us on Twitter. We will be announcing ahead of time when we a date, but I think probably maybe we're looking towards maybe a couple of weeks, or it could be, it all comes down to, at the end of the day, we're doing this at our own free time in a travel time like this, the Corona. So we're taking a day at a time, and that's why we're really looking for, potential hosts and people that can help out as well. So feel free. Lee says, well done, very informative session. Now Lee has been here pretty much the entire time as well. A few people have actually, like, they're soldiers, they've been here the entire time. So this is really, really amazing. It's not easy to stay tuned for almost 2 hours. It's been really, really amazing. Make sure you follow BTNG. This has really, really been amazing. So Thank you very much for everyone that's tuned in on Facebook, on Twitter, Periscope, on YouTube. Like, we really, really love everything. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, like, share with your friends. Let us know what we can do better, and really love. So from all of us here, we're all gonna say goodbye now, guys. Shall we call it a day?
Thank you so much, guys.
Bye.
All right, guys. This is where it ends.